camera's coming up, ladies. Camera is coming up. I've got 4 people here. Yay! I'm not sure if I'm cut off or not. Welcome here. Welcome Gail and Darlene and Karen. And yeah, it's so nice to see these names pop up. I need this. I need this for my soul. My head's chopped off. Let's just bring this up just a titch more here. Yeah, I don't know about you, but there's just something about feeling connected, feeling like the world is normal. This is normal for me. So I am thrilled that you're here. I really am. And I'm going to keep looking this way because I don't want to miss anything. Hi, Vicki from North Carolina. Wow, welcome here. That is exciting. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So this is just like worlds away from me. My husband and I were on a business trip years ago, and we were in North Carolina, and I loved it there. So welcome here. I hope you enjoy your time here. So let's get started. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. If you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to be that for you. If you do have a Stampin' Up demonstrator or are a Stampin' Up demonstrator, welcome here. I hope you find this fun. I hope you find this inspiring. I'm going to keep you for about an hour. So let's just enjoy our time together here. Hello, Brigitte. Welcome here. From Calgary, Alberta. I know that's where you're from. It's nice to see you. What was I going to say? Share my post and stay to the end because those that shared last week are entered into a draw for this week. So share this Facebook Live. Every time you share, let me know. And hang on, I'll add your name to my paper here. And I've got my pen, my cute little Stampin' Up pen here ready to write some names down. So let me know when you share and I'll tuck your names away for next year. I'll tuck your names away for next week. So stay to the end for that. And I also have another little kind of tip and trick for you today. I'm actually going to show you 2 things. I'm going to show you a card and I'm going to show you an explosion card. My grandchildren were over yesterday and Isaac really wanted to create an explosion card. So he sat on my laptop. He found, I don't even know where he was. We found the layout for an explosion card and away we went. Gail, I've got you down as shared, and Karen, I've got you down as shared as well. Thank you for that. So Karen P and Gail M. Thank you for sharing, ladies. That means a lot to me. So anyway, Isaac came up with, well, he didn't come up with it. He found it. And so I just helped him work through it. And I thought, how fantastic. I said, Isaac, I'm going to do this for my Facebook Live tomorrow. So card sketch, explosion card, and then I want to show you a tip and trick on removing your rubber stamps from the wood blocks, and then how do you use your Stamparatus with that. So stick around for that. So without any further ado, let's bring the camera down and we'll get creating together. I'm glad you're here. Okay, here we go. If you do want to place an order, if you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, if you do have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please shop with your demonstrator, okay? So today is Mystery Stampin' Hour, if you remember that, right? So this is the sketch that I sent out to everyone, and I don't know if anyone actually created a card using this sketch, but if you did, I'd like you to post it right here on this Facebook Live because it goes with the sketch. So that would be great. Thanks, Darlene. I've got you down as shared. I think I'm getting the hang of this, talking and looking up every now and then. So Dar, here goes your name, ready for next week. Yeah, maybe I'm not doing so well at multitasking. I was going to say, I can read and talk and write your name down all at the same time. But anyway, I digress once again. So here's the sketch. Let me show you what I did with this sketch. Now, I loosely followed it, okay? So there's no rule like where you get this sketch and you have to have this shape and you have to have these banners. It's just kind of a starting place, okay? So this was my starting place, and you're going to see that my card probably doesn't look anything like this at all. But, and this is weird for me, these colors, please don't judge me. This was a real stretch for me. Oh, Gail, the sketch is in my Facebook page. You would have seen it there. You would have seen the sketch there. I posted the sketch. I posted the Carol. Hi, welcome back. Nice that you're here. And you shared. I'm going to write your name down too. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, Gail, I posted the sketch. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. But when you look back on the Facebook, you'll see that it's there. Carol, I got to write your name down. So Carol SS, if I'm remembering. Yeah. It's so nice to see regular people popping in here. So here's the sketch. And like I said, super loosely, did I follow that or what? So originally I was going to have this. Let me show you here. I was originally thinking, I've got everything cut and ready to go. I was originally thinking that I was going to have the flowers. What was I thinking? Yeah, that I was going to have the flowers down on the bottom of my card, and I'm like, you know what? I really don't like it. So this whole element right here, I kind of flipped it. So see these little curly cues or whatever you want to call that sticking down? Well, mine are sticking up. So like I said, a very loose following of the sketch. Thanks, Karen. I love hummingbirds too. Now the stretch for me were these colors. Like I'm a green girl. I love green. But it's like, how do you use Granny Apple Green? But you know what? When Celebration happened, and this is the 6x6 So Ombre. Sorry for that noise. I pulled these out this morning because I just did this card. It was like, you know what? Let's work with some of the colors that are in here. So as you can see, I've got these two colors close by. So this was actually my starting point, okay? So I took, oh, Karen, that is so fun. You go, girl. You go play with those grandkids because that's what it's all about. You know what? That is so sweet. You can come back and watch the replay, my friend. So my starting point was I took this 6x6. That's I guess I could have just pulled this out. That's the back of it, okay? And now I cut that 6x6. Let's just move this out of the way and that out of the way. So I cut that 6x6. Oh, and I was so organized and I had everything written down. And and I don't know where I put it. I had a, yeah, like my girls said last, or just this past Tuesday night during card class via Zoom, Denise, you need a manager, and I do. You know what? I had the dimensions all written out. Oh my goodness. And I don't know where I put that paper. How crazy is that? Nope, that's not it. Well, so sorry. Regular card base, right? 8.5 by 5 1/4 score, or scored at 4 1/4. Oh, that's really bugging me, ladies. Sorry. So there's your card base. Now, with this panel, I used this one from the So Ombre. But I thought, you know what? Let's just change it up just a smidge. Let me grab my ruler. So we're going to start with, oh, Carol, seriously? Wow. I need help. I clearly need help. So our card is 4 1/4 at the scored by 5 1/2. Okay, so my first panel, which is going to be this, which is going to be my garden green. Yeah, Dar, you need to be my manager. The garden green panel is 4 1/8. Okay, by where are we here? By 5 3/8. Okay, so a little bit of math there for you to do. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Because you know what? I wanted just a smidge of a border. And now I do not have this one with a garden green panel. So we're just stepping this up just a smidge more. Now, rather than using this one, I thought, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I grabbed the other one from the Sew Ombre. Hi, Donna. Welcome here. Every time, or not every time, when you do share, I enter your name for a draw for next week. So now this Sew Ombre panel is going to be 4 inches this way by, this is what happens when your little cheat sheet goes missing, by 5 1/4. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, let's get these two adhered together. You know what I came across the other day watching another Stampin' Up demonstrator do a blog post. She had her Tombow. Let me pull my mic this way. I feel like I'm talking against myself. Her Tombow was in a little container. I forget who it was that I was watching. I know my friend Chez has that too, but there was someone else that I was watching that also has their Tombow in another little container, and that container is quite soft and pliable. And I thought, you know what? I think I need to look into that, just for ease of squishing. And I meant to write that down too, but I didn't. But you know what? I'm going to order some. Oh, hi, Shell. Welcome here. So there is our Sew Ombre panel on our garden green. These colors are screaming at me. I am going to adhere that onto there, but I'm not going to do it yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to use dimensionals or not. Okay, so this little goodie, let's pull that out. Make sure all the backings or the little smidge pieces are out of here. Let's get that out of here. There we go. So happy New Year, everyone. I think this is my first Facebook Live this year. Did everybody have a nice New Year? Probably quiet. Hi, Lucy. Oh, no worries about being late. Don't forget to share, girl, because I'll enter your name in a draw for next week. And stick around to the end. So this sweet little thing, again, cut out from the Sew Ombre, okay? So this one here, when I cut it out, I was closer to the top. This one, I was closer to the bottom when I die cut that, and I used the Friendly Silhouettes die is what I used. Oh, you know what, Carol? Thank you. Yes, that's who I was watching. I was watching Leanne, and I saw that she had them too, and I thought, I'm getting myself some. But I didn't realize that she sells them. Her husband makes, oh, he makes the holder. Oh, right. No, this, you know what? As soon as it comes, like maybe on my next live, Carol, I will, my shipment will have arrived, and I will be using that. Oh, speaking of shipment, I got a shipment today Do you want to see what came in the mail or came at the door from the UPS man? I can multitask. I can make a card and show off some of my new toys. This is what I did right here with this panel, okay? Oh, you got one, Carol? That's awesome. I love Leanne. She's a sweetheart. I've asked her so many questions and she's just like right there answering. I love that girl. And she is in Minot. We were chatting the other day and I said, I love Minot. I said, next time I'm down that way, I'm going to pop in and say hello. And she says, where are you from? And I said, Winnipeg. And she said, oh, you're kidding me. She said, that's where we had our honeymoon. I'm like, what are the chances of that? So I adhered this. And I just have a smidge of the white peeking through, but then I know that I'm as high up as I want to go on that. I'm going to need to cut that off. Let's get that cut off. Yes, we do need help, don't we, Carol? You know what? That's what I love about the Stampin' Up community. We're all there. I want to make sure I'm not going to cut this flower off right here. Yeah, that we're all there. Finish your sentence, Denise. We're all there on the same page, okay? And I'm just going to cut until I get just past that. I don't want to chop that other little flower off that's there. So there's just a little piece for whatever. So Carol, how long have you been a Stampin' Up demonstrator? And I'm going to put this panel down there. And yes, Darlene, it did come. Oh, how come that is... you know what? I was supposed to have cut this the same size as my garden green. So now this is going to look wonky. We need to fix that because that won't work for me. That will not work for me. You know what? We're just going to, what size is this? We have to change things up a bit. This is 4 7/8. Let's give that a slice. Let's give that a slice at 4 7/8. Is it 4 7/8 or 3? What am I doing here? 3 7/8. 3 7/8. And let's just make it the same size by 2 inches. That's what I thought it was. That is 3 7/8 by 2 inches. So you know what I'm going to do, because I still like my, sorry for all that noise, I still like my embossed panel, and for this I used the Tasteful Textures. So this Granny Apple Green is embossed with Tasteful Textures. But I want to hide the edges of this, right? Do you see what I'm doing here? So I am going to, and I don't want it by 2. I want it just a smidge smaller. So I'm going to go about 2 7/8. Boy, you gotta love Facebook Lives when you think you're ready. Over 20 years, wow. Carol, that's great, wow. Hi Barb, you're late and you shared. Let me put your name down too. So far I've got Karen, she had to leave, grandkitties were calling, Karen, Dar, Gail, Carol, and Barb. Let me know if you shared and I did not call your name. So, okay, my little faux pas. Let's get back to work. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive behind here. Lucy, you shared. Thank you. Got you down, girl. Thanks for sharing. Ladies, we're going to put the adhesive behind the Granny Green cardstock. because it is a smidge smaller than my So Ombre. And I hope I cut that properly. I hope I did. We'll soon find out. Not quite, but it's better. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go that way. Wow, Denise. 19 years. I joined in 2007. So I'm 12 years, and my first, well, my only, what's the big convention that they have in Utah? I went for the 25th anniversary. It was wonderful. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. My husband and I road tripped it out to Utah. We love road trips. And then we did convention. Well, I did convention in Utah while he hid in the room. He said, "I'm not coming out of this room. There's 2,000 ladies running around with scissors." Okay. Is it coming together? Oh my goodness. Now I'm kind of confused about where I'm at. Why is this here? Okay, that's for my bird. I need to stamp a hummingbird, and I need to stamp some leaves. So touch of ink. Hi Kathy, welcome here. Don't forget to share, my friend. I will put your name down for the draw. So touch of ink, that was a free stamp set that was gifted to me for going to On Stage, which was wonderful. Let's grab the hummingbird, and let's grab the shadow behind the hummingbird. Okay? Now rather than pulling out two windows for my Stamparatus, I'm going to show you my little trick again, and I think I showcased that last Facebook Live. Whoops. And I'm going to fussy cut this little guy. Okay? So what I used, because I did not want to use Memento, I wanted to stay kind of in the soft colors, kind of soft bright colors that are happening here. So I went with Bermuda Bay. Let's tuck this under. So the outline of my hummingbird is Bermuda Bay. And I don't have my foam under here. I'm using a photopolymer. Are we having a day? Let's move that this way. All right, here we go. I'm on it. And let's grab my brayer. You know what? My hands have been hurting lately, and I don't know if I'm getting a little bit of arthritis in my hands. That's why I wanted to get those other glue pods, because they're a lighter touch. You don't have to squeeze as hard as you do with the Tombow. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is going to be lined up properly. I hope my head's not in here. And you know what? I was starting to share last week, and I realized that like what I do often, where I don't finish my sentence, I was starting to say, you know what my husband bought me for Christmas? And then, squirrel, that happened, and I didn't finish my thought. So he bought me a ring light for doing lives. Now I'm going to put this right back on here. I want to make sure that I'm actually where I want to be. So this is just an overhead projector sheet. That's all it is. And now I want to take, yeah, you know what? Do I want coastal? What color do I want for our hummingbird? Do I want Coastal Cabana, which is going to be just a little bit lighter than the Bermuda Bay, or do I want Granny Green Apple? Let's see what happens. I'll wait and see how many shout outs we have here. Granny Green Apple or Coastal Cabana for our bird. I mean, it's a bright card anyway, so Granny Green, okay? Coastal, okay? Here we go. Coastal, 2 coastal, 3 coastal. Coastal it is. Okay. Sorry, Kathy. And you were the first one to shout out. So remember, my sheet is here, my window sheet or my my overhead projector sheet. I want to make sure I'm right in the corner because I want a true stamp, right? To see if I am where I want to be, and I can just see the outline of it. You know what? I'm just going to move this just a smidge. There we go. There. So there's a tiny bit on this sheet. I want to clean that off before I stick my hands in it. Ask me why I say that. Slowly learning to put things away as I go. Wink of Stella on top. Okay, do I have Wink of Stella close by? Good call, Barb. I'm going to want to let it sit for a minute so that it has a chance to dry a bit. So this is just the brayer that Stampin' Up used to sell. Sometimes it's easier than pressing down, but I still have a habit of pressing down. So there's our little bird. So cute. So, so cute. Now, while I have this on here, hi Tracy, welcome here. Nice to see you here. Stay to the end, ladies, because I have 2 quick little things that we're going to do. We're going to do a real fast explosion card, and also I need to choose the winner from last week. And also I want to show you how I remove my stamps off of my wooden blocks and what I do with them next so that they work on my Stamparatus. So stick around for that. And yes, New Year's was very quiet, but good. Oh, you know what? I thought what leaves did I use? Where did I get that? Oh, you know what? The Celebration stamp set, the Berry Blessing, these are the leaves that I used right here in that corner. Okay? So let's pull that out. Just gonna put it under the table when I do it so it's not so loud. And we are just going to start with the outline. I'm going to fussy cut these, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with Bermuda Bay. Let's get that tucked under there. So that's the set that I'm using, is Berry Blessing. Dean and I had a quiet New Year's Eve. We were home. Our kids went to the lake, and so they were at the lake house while we had a quiet New Year's Eve at home, just the 2 of us. And you know what? I don't even remember what we watched on TV, because we would have been watching TV. Something anyway. Don't know what. So I could put down my clear window sheet again to show you how I do that. But you know what? I've showed you already. So we're gonna line that up and pick it up. And now I'm gonna use Granny Green Apple. Did anybody order in dinner for New Year's Eve? We didn't. We didn't. Oh, I like how that's stamped. I love how when I end up with empty white spots, I really, really like that. But that's just me. I just like that look. Tony Roma's, nice. Anybody else? Lucy, is that one of your faves? You know what I heard? I heard that, and I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but the restaurant Fiona McCool's, did I say that right? Apparently, they make amazing burgers. Do you have a Fiona's in the States? Tracy and Carol, I know you're both from the States. And I don't know if there is Fiona, I think it's called Fiona McCool's, something like that. Oh, and you love their ribs? Okay, you know what? I've never been. Dean has gone, bad husband, taking customers for dinner, and he has yet to take his wife to Fiona McCool's. So you know what? He's going to be doing that this year. Oh, you've never heard of it? Oh, Carol, no, you go. Family first, my friend. It was so nice that you popped in. You have a lovely rest of your day. We'll see you next week. Bye, Carol. Boston Pizza. Okay, my favorite pizza at Boston Pizza, I'm getting myself hungry here, is the barbecue chicken. So back when we still had, yeah, Carol, we'll see you later. We'll see you later. And if you have any questions, my dear, don't hesitate to just pop them in the comments, okay? Because I do read all the comments. I'm not the best at replying to all the comments, but I do read them all. It's spelt Fione. Okay, so Fione. Finn, that's right. Finn McCool's. Spicy pierogi. That's our kid's favorite. So back when Mark, our youngest, was still living at home, he applied for being a waiter at BP, Boston Pizza. And you have to memorize, like you have to pass the test to become a server there. I don't know if it's like that in all restaurants, but I know with BP they did. So Mark and I, for about a week, like I helped him memorize the whole menu and what was on the spicy pierogi pizza, you know, that you've got sour cream and yada, 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 and what was in the barbecue chicken pizza. And so he needed to know all of the ingredients for each thing that people would order. And that's when I got into barbecue chicken, because as I was helping him memorize, I'm like, oh my goodness, like this just sounds way too good. And so Mark got the job, and he was the best server ever. So we often popped in on him. And each time I got the barbecue chicken. I'm just fussy cutting for all of these gals out there that love to fussy cut. Who would that be? Or who would that not be, should I say? I know who you are. What did I do with this other one? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's just tuck that away here. So here's one of the goodies that came in my package today. Sweet ice cream with the punch. Sweet ice cream with the punch. Dar, I digress. You said me, and I'm thinking, that was a whole like 10 seconds ago. What is she replying to? You're getting hungry? Maybe that's it. So I fussy cut these. This we already did. So let's put some dimensionals behind that. I'm trying to go fast because we still have a whole nother card, although you know what? I did a lot of it pre. So it's, oh, fussy cut. Yes, I love to fussy cut too. Yeah, I cannot wait to play with that ice cream. So keep in mind that that's one of the items, because I'm going to do a poll here. Who wants to see what on the next Facebook Live, okay? So remember the ice cream builder set, okay? Who's ready to see the next one? I need my sentiment. And you know what? I just find that this is a really nice card, although it's pretty bright. I don't know if it's quite a sympathy card, but I think it would work for a thinking of you. And I just don't want to change it up too much right now, because do I have anything in front of me that would work? No, you know what? Let's just stay with thinking of you. Or let's do hello friend. Let's do hello friend. And I'm going to do this in, come on, stay there. I want to make sure that it's straight. Oh, Karen, hi, welcome back. Okay, so that is the little sentiment from Touch of Ink, and we're going to use Blackberry Bliss. Oh, you know what? That ring that you see, that's my ring light, I think. I'm not liking that one bit. Oh, that's just because it's on my window. Okay, I can live with that, as long as that little circle isn't glaring everywhere else. So this is Blackberry Bliss. Hi Wendy, welcome here. We are just working on my weekly Facebook Live, and I am pulling some celebration items out and working on that. Hi Shauna, welcome here. Just working on a little loud card. I don't normally work in these colors. I tend to stick with the neutrals, so this is a good stretch for me. This is a really good stretch for me. You know what? I'm just going to tuck that there. I will remember where it is, right? Remind me that the stamp is sitting on my berry blessing, because I normally put things, I try to put things away right away. We're going to adhere this onto here. But before I do that, I want to cut my flag, okay? So let me show you how I do that. Yeah, my ring light is just showing on shiny things, right? So I want to leave a little bit of room beyond the hello friend so that I can do a flag. I want this a little bit closer to the edge. So ladies, don't forget to stick around to the end to see who won the draw for last week for sharing. So if you share that you are on my Facebook Live, I will enter your name for a draw. So I am just going to cut straight up in the middle. I'm just making my own flag just because I didn't have anything right handy with me. There we go. There's a little piece of trash. I'm going to adhere that onto that great big piece of Blackberry Bliss. And then we're going to use dimensionals on that as well. Okay, so let's pop that onto here. And so there's my border. Let's just wiggle that so it's square. There's my border. And so I'm just going to follow about the same depth as the rest of this little piece from So Ombre and get that in the corner there. Not quite there. I don't want to pull too hard and then make a mess of it. Got something stuck right there. We go. Okay, so there is my little flag. Okay, so we're going to put dimensionals behind here, and I need some minis. So the other day I was ice skating and I was going fairly quickly and I hit a big crack in the ice. We were on the river and I did a face plant. I just went straight down. And thank goodness I didn't pull my arms out in front of me to stop the fall. I don't know why I didn't, because that's kind of natural reflex. But instead, I tucked my arms right against my whole chest area. I forgot my leaves. Can I still get them in there? No. Come back. There we go. You know what? Let's just tuck that under like so. I think my Stampin' Dimensional is going to grab that. I need some minis behind our little bird. So anyway, needless to say, hi Wilma, welcome here. If you share that you're here, I will enter your name for a draw, and that will be drawn next week. Just let me know if you have shared, and I will write your name down, okay? Shauna, welcome here, and Dee, welcome here. We're gonna pop this little guy about there. It's a bright card, ladies. I usually don't do bright cards like that. Oh, Karen, you know what? I was winded. That's what happened. It knocked the wind right out of me. I couldn't breathe. I just kind of laid there for a minute and I was like, oh. And then I caught my breath and up I went. So I don't know. And I'm a little bit sore, but I don't have any broken bones. Tracy, thank you for sharing. I will write your name down as soon as I get those backings off. So Tracy, your name's going to be entered for next week. Tracy M. MW. Okay. I have a little collection of names, and if you are from the States, I can still send you something. So now I need a really tiny border because I on purpose made my tags or my panels close to the same size. So there we go. And now I want to pull in our lovely pastel pearls. Karen, thank you. My friend Karen is an artist. She's a painter. So when she compliments me on something like colors, that's huge, because I look at this and I go, oh boy, am I okay? Is this all right? So ladies, I want to put 3 pearls down, okay? And let me bring them. Well, actually, I think you get a pretty good look at them. So we've got some pinks, little bit kind of a gray, and then we've got a deeper purple and a lighter purple. And I don't know what the exact colors of these are, but let's do another poll. I need 3 pearls on here. Am I doing 3 pearls the same color, or am I doing different colors? D, thank you for sharing. I've got your name down. So DL, I'm going to do that right now while I am waiting for my answer. I want 3 pearls on my card. Okay, so 1 for the dark, 3 deep purple, light purple, all the same. Okay, same color. So what are we saying? It doesn't matter which color as long as they are this. You know what? Deep purple. Oh boy, lots of people are going dark, dark, dark. Kathy wants light. Ladies, what am I going to do? I'm going to do 2 light and I'm going to do 1 dark. So I'm going to put 1, what is that? There's a little schmutz right there. So we're going to put that on the schmutz. Deep purple, all the same. Yeah, sorry, Karen. I've got Kathy asking for light. I've got lots of other people asking for deep. So we're going to share. Oh, you know what? See how this is kind of, I don't like that. So this is what I did on my card. I just want these down just a little bit. So I'm just going to put a tiny, come on, Tombow, a tiny dot of Tombow. Just tiny, just to hold those down so they're not, maybe my dot was too small. Maybe my dot was too, no, there we go. Just to hold some of that down. And if I feel later that I want to do more, then I will. Okay, so now a dark one. Let's do a dark one up in here. And now where do I put my next one? Because I have to have 3. So the first person, so fast typing here, ladies. Here's a light, here's a dark. Am I going another light and another dark, and where am I placing it? Help me make my card. Under the bird. Okay, and I'll do a light. I'm going to do a light under the bird. So right here. Ta-da! Voila! Fini. So this card is now finished. Okay, let me quickly show you. Oh, sorry. Already done. Already done. So there are the 2 cards using the Celebration Ombre and using the Celebration Leaves and the Celebration Touch of Ink. So if you don't know what to grab when you're shopping with your celebration, here is some help for you. And thank you for the hearts. You're making me smile. Okay, so I showed you the ice cream cone. Okay, this came in my bucket this afternoon. I got Hey Girl and Punch Party. So I want you to weigh in. What is next week's Facebook Live going to be? And sorry for all the glare. So Hey Girl, the Sweet Ice Cream Bundle, or Punch Party. And I might even combine. So I'll just wait and see what you say, and I'll figure that out for next week. But in the meantime, let me show you this explosion card. So here, and I wish I knew where to give credit because I don't. Isaac was the one that, our 11-year-old grandson, when he was over yesterday, was the one that found this on Google. So this is just a little gift tag, but watch what happens. Now stick around, ladies, because I still need to do the draw, and I still want to show you how to remove your stamps off your wooden blocks and then how to use them on the Stamparatus. So we're just going to take the ribbon off this little gift tag and ta-da! So that is called an explosion, okay? Now, I got busy this afternoon after I got my card ready for class and worked on another explosion, but this is not going to be a tag. And oh dear, where did I put my cheat sheet? Because I had that all ready to go. I had that all ready to go with it being nicely marked and everything. Oh, Denise, seriously. I think I found it. And I just found my cheat sheets. Okay, here is how you do an explosion, okay? So this particular piece is 6 by 6. That little tag, and I don't even know where I put it now. Oh my goodness, you should see my desk. That little tag was 4 by 4, okay? My cheat sheet is 6 by 6. This I cut 5.5 by 5.5. So this is your markings for your explosion, okay? Your score lines for your explosion. And I'm going to pop it into this when we're done. But watch how this comes together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your cardstock, whatever color. Make sure that you use a piece of paper if you're using your Stampin' Blends. So again, 5.5 by 5.5. You want it to be square. I just randomly stamped it, and I used the Celebrate Sunflower. Okay, that's what this all is. And I also used the Dragonfly Garden. Okay? And then I colored it in. Oh, Barb, that is so excellent that you did that. And of course you did, right? Of course you did. Barb loves to be in her craft corner, which is great. You know what? We need to find our little happy corners, don't we? Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to fold. You're going to fold halfway. See, this is just a piece of scratch paper. And if your design, you have only one line going straight down the halfway. So you need to be mindful of which way your stamping is, like which way you've designed this square. So for instance, if I put this line down this way, I'm not going to explode properly out of my card, okay? So you want your halfway to be, my brain, I'm not thinking English right now, I'm thinking French. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. You want your design standing tall, and then that becomes your halfway, okay? Then you're gonna go corner to corner, okay? And the easiest way that I found, Barb, did you use your scoreboard, or did you just score by folding it? So what I did was I found my halfway. This is 5.5, so I knew halfway was 2 3/4, and I scored, okay, on my scoreboard. Can you see that? I just want to make sure that I'm in line here. And then what I did was I took a Sharpie, and on my 6-inch, I marked 6 inches right down the middle. So that's not coming off, and that's okay. Then I went corner to corner, okay, and I scored. Now I've already scored, so I probably shouldn't do it again. So corner to corner and you score. Then you're going to flip it around and you're going to go corner to corner again, corner to corner, and score again. Okay? So we've done this, we've done this, and now what we have left are our 4 corners. Okay? Design vertical and score mark horizontal. Thank you, Tracy. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. So I'm going to flip this over so I can see my other score marks. So then I scored 1.5 inches to this score line, okay? So you're going to score down until you reach this score line, okay? So 1.5 to that score line, 4 inches to this score line, flip it, 1.5 to that score line, 4 inches to this one, 1.5 to that score line, 4 inches to this one, right? So you're going to do that, and now you've got all 4 corners done, okay? So we're done with our score machine. Now the fun part. Do I remember how to fold it? You want to make sure that you are nicely burnished. I had it. I don't know where I put it. I guess I'm burnished. There it is. I put it away. So burnish. My next corner to corner, burnish. My halfway. Now these little guys, see that? I just want to go with my hands. So I'm going just to that score line. So these are all the little, I am right here. Here's where I am right now. You're just going to follow the design, Gail. You're just going to follow the design. So you're going halfway, then you're going corner to corner, then you're going corner to corner, and then in each corner, you're going to go straight down till you reach that score line. Easy peasy. See how that is coming together? And now I am just getting these score lines nicely done. I want my explosion, so I'm going to go halfway and halfway. This is the hard part for me, always. There we go. I'm going to fold that in. And then I am going to fold that in, tuck this in. I'm folding all these little corners into themselves. And now I have a little house top, okay? Once you start folding your score lines, even if you feel like you're getting confused, it will come together for you. So see how I've got my, how did Tracy say that? That I've got my design vertical and my score mark in the center is horizontal, okay? So you're just going to fold all your score lines till you kind of get this house top look, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I am going to put, oh wow, you did a whole 12 by 12. I just wanted to do something quick and fast because I knew that I had more things that I wanted to do today. I want to make sure that my design is going the right way, and I want to be halfway. I got glue all over my fingers, and I will design the front of my card later. I'm not making the full card. I just wanted to do the explosion. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I've got ink everywhere, or not ink but glue. So now I'm adhered here. So now let's just hold that down and let's put a little bit of Tombow house style on there. And let's just close our card. So here's that template again, and if you're able to take a screenshot, now is a good time to do so. But you know what? Once I get this uploaded and onto YouTube, I'll have this picture there as well. Okay, who's ready to see this? Drum roll. Who's ready? There again is your folding template. Oh, Barb, you forgot to take a picture. Here we go. Boom, explosion card. Cute, hey? And so, excuse me, I hiccuped there. I have to design the front of my card, but you know what? Once that's all done, I will do a blog post with that, okay? So there is my first ever explosion card. All right, now on to, we're gonna draw, but let me just really quickly show you because I have had a few people ask. So here's a stamp set that I will never get rid of. It's called Family Reunion. It's old, it's been around forever. And I've got all kinds of words and or names in here, like as you can see, grandma, grandpa, aunt, son. So it just covers everything. Now, as I need them, because I've become a Stamparatus snob, I will definitely admit to that. What I do as I need them, I pull them off. So this one has already been pulled off, okay? And I just throw the wooden block away. So I'm gonna pull off, I guess it really doesn't matter. Congratulations. All I do, let's move this out of the way. All I do is I very carefully, can you see? Am I in a good spot here? Because I know a lot of you have asked. I very carefully start lifting. And see this gray portion here? I want to make sure that I don't rip that. You need that. If you have just rubber, you're going to have a harder time. You still want this gray backing, okay? So I am going to very carefully lift that off, like so. I just walk it really, really carefully. And now it's off. This is garbage. I'm not worried about that because there's, I mean, I could try to put it off and put it on here, but I don't think that that's going to work at all. So I don't worry about that. So now I've got congrats off, but now I want to go on to my Stamparatus. And here is where the problem lies. Correct, Karen? Because this is where you had trouble with it. Tracy, I'm sorry. I'm not remembering what you're saying yes to. I'm sorry. Here is a piece of Whisper White, now to be called Basic White. Oh, and by the way, the Basic White is all in, girls. It is here, so we can use it. Oh, you used a heat gun to soften the adhesive. There you go. Tracy, that is brilliant. Okay. So yeah, if they're stuck on there really bad, so did you, where did you, I guess you blew, so if this is the stamp that I want to remove, you blew the heat gun right here to kind of loosen up the adhesive. Is that what you did, Tracy? That's brilliant. Thank you for that. Oh, there you go. We have tricks galore here. So here is my congratulations, and now I want to stamp that. So it picked it up, but it's really not on there very well at all. I lifted it up like it wasn't even there. So here is what I do. I take removable tape. Oh, you lifted a bit and, oh, okay, I see. Yeah. That's a great idea. Well, thanks, ladies, for all of that. That's super. So this removable adhesive, you can buy it. I mean, you could probably buy it at any craft store. I know here in Canada, we only have Michael's as an alternative craft store, and then we have Gale's Wholesale, but you need a business number to go in there. So I bought mine at McDonald's. I think I'm tired. I bought mine at Michael's. And it's removable. So all I do is, and it's refillable, so don't throw it away. All I do is I put some removable behind here. I put it down where I want it on my cardstock. I pick it up with my Stamparatus. I grab my Bermuda Bay. Oh, the Scrapbook Cottage sells them too. There you go. And Staples. There you go. Oh, Donna, hi. I don't remember if I said hi to you. And I see, did you share? Because if you did, I need to add your name into, I must have overlooked that. Donna, let me know if you shared today. And ladies, let me know where you're from. I'd love to know. So there is my Bermuda Bay. Congratulations. Da, 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 da. So I hope that answered your question on what to do with your wood blocks that you want to convert so that you can use them on your Stamparatus. I'm a Stamparatus snob. I just am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take that off because I'm gonna use it for something. And now all I do, actually, let me show you. All I do is I clean that, and one day when this is all empty, or not empty, but when all of these have been removed from their respective wooden blocks, because eventually I'll get that all done. Rather than having this big thick case, I just take an empty and I put the name on it, and this I just hand stamped myself. I'll very carefully take that off and put it on here as well. And so now I've got a nice slim case to put those in once they're all removed. So that's how I do that. That's how I do that. Whoops! The case was not closed. Okay, let's do the draw and see who the winner is from last week. So thank you for sharing. And Donna, oh, you're from Ontario. How awesome is that? I've never heard of Stayner, Ontario. Donna CS. Donna CS. So ladies, if you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that is wonderful. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Let me know if you are, because I'm always looking to hook up and get to know more demonstrators out there. If you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or want Stampin' Up! Product, I would love to help you with that. So just let me know, and I would be happy to help you with all of that. Oh, I love it down there. What do people use to store their ink pads besides the Stampin' Up! Items? Like how to store your ink pads. We've got, Kathy, you know what? I will, where's my catalog? Where is my catalog? Stampin' Up! Does sell, and I do have some. We used to sell like a caddy, but they don't sell it anymore. So now they sell a product that you kind of stack on top of each other. I'm just looking to see if I can quickly find it. I know Mary Fish in the States sells, it's called Stampin' Storage. But I can't spend the money. I cannot spend the money on Stampin' Storage. So Kathy, if you look in your catalog on page 145, here is how you would store your ink pads, and then your Stampin' Write markers or your blends. I think they hold the blends, the matching I think go right in there. Oh no, here's the blends storing. Okay, that's where people store their blends, in that. This here is for your ink pads and your markers. I'll show you how I store my blends. I got this on Amazon. I can't remember offhand exactly where I got it, but this is where I store, or how I store, my blends. So these are all my blends in here. So this is a it's a makeup brush case, but you know what? If you are interested in knowing where I got this, let me know, and I will I'll let you know where I got it. So yeah, and so Lucy, you said your father, your dad made yours for you. How nice is that? How very nice is that? So anyway, page 145, Kathy, okay? And if you have any more questions, do not hesitate to ask. Ladies, the camera is coming up, and let's do the draw. Let's do the draw. So here we go. It was so fun hanging with you today. It really was. It really was. And seeing new names out there. Donna and Tracy is back, and Carol was here again. So here are my names from last week's share, and I should have kept my camera down, but anyway, they're going in the bucket. So we had, and I'm not going to fold them or anything. We had Karen and Lucy and Gail and Cheryl and Carol S. and Connie and Darlene. So those are the beautiful people that shared last week. Okay, thanks Kathy for the encouragement, the beautiful card encouragement. So here we go, my hands in the bucket, and let's see who's going to win the prize for today. And the winner is Carol SS. So you know what? You're going to find a card in the mail. So Carol, I need your address because I don't know your address. And so I would love to send you that card. I'm going to put your name with it so that I remember that it was you. Oh, you're very welcome, Lucy. Bienvenue. So Carol, this is your card. Thanks again, ladies, for sharing. And I'm going to take these names and throw them out. And I've got all my new names for next week's Facebook Live. I hope you come and see what I do. And yeah, I will grab something that I showed you today, some of my new toys, and we'll see what happens. So everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for making my day. You've made my heart smile. It was wonderful to hang out with you all. So we will see you later. And so with that, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for coming. Bye.